In this video, we're going to learn how to use the blog module of the content management system. We're going to have a look at how we create new posts, how we add images and video into our blog posts, and then also how those blog posts are ready to be shared on social media. So first of all, let's jump in and have a look at the blog section of the website. If we come across to our navigation here, we'll see the blog link. We can click on that. And one of the first things to note about the blog is the way that it's organized. So essentially, the blog is a series of content pages on your website that's organized in a couple of different ways. The first way is by date. So the stream that we have here as we scroll down of these different blog posts is all organized by date with the latest blog post listed at the top. So we get a preview image of our blog posts, we get the heading of our post, the date, and then also the categories that it's posted in. So we can see the categories that this post is created in, and then also we can see those topics and categories across on the right hand side too. We see an introductory paragraph, the first 5 or 6 lines of that blog post, and then when we click into the post itself, the page is laid out with its featured image at the top and then the content of that page, and also a comment section down at the bottom. So visitors to your website can leave comments on each of the blog posts. If we scroll back up to the top, we'll see on the right hand side we have again the list of those recent posts to your website, and then the topics or categories, which are really interchangeable terms, listed on the right hand side there as well. Now, posting regularly on a blog is often considered really important for your search engine optimization, and in the title of your document and also in the topics, you'll want to use keywords that relate to specific things that you want to promote about your business or products that you want to promote, because when search engines like Google are crawling your website, it's those titles and the content of those blog posts, as well as the fact that you might be posting regularly, so once a week or once every other week, the search engines really like. And it's that regular posting and those keywords that can help move your website up the search rankings. So let's now go and have a look at how we create a new blog post. So we'll come into the content management system and we'll hover over the blog button here, and we're going to come into the categories section. And this is where you can manage the categories or create new categories for your website. So if we want to create a new category, we can click add category. We can type in a name for it here, and we can also go in and edit existing categories, names, and also the slug for them. We're going to stick with the categories that we've already got here, and we'll see where those pop up when we create a new blog post. So we'll jump back into the content section here and come into our blog module, and you can see the existing posts that are already here. We have 4 existing posts, and across on the right hand side we have the ghost option, the feature button to feature it on the home page, the edit button, and the delete button. And we're going to click here to add a new blog post. Now when you create your blog post, you may want to type it out in Microsoft Word or another text editor that you're working on, so you can then just copy and paste that new content into the blog post. Now you don't need to worry about doing lots of formatting with colors and fonts and that type of thing in Microsoft Word, because when you paste it into the blog, any edits that you've done will get stripped down to keep the consistency with the design of your website. So I've got some content that I'm going to paste into the blog here, and you can see we've got a short article here, the title, some placeholder text, and then also some links that we'll add and a video that we'll add as well. So we'll look at how to add images, links, and video into our blog post. But first of all, we need the title. So we'll select the title here and just right click and copy that, and we'll paste that in. Now when you're posting your blog, you can have it post immediately, in which case you don't need to change the post date and the post time, or you can set blog post to post at a later date. So if, for instance, you want to post all your blog posts on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. in the morning, we can set that to happen here. So we could create multiple blog posts ahead of time and then set them, for instance, to publish weekly at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. We're going to leave this as the default, so it's going to publish immediately. And then we have some options here for the primary photo. So the primary photo is the photo that will appear wherever we have a preview of the blog post. So in this case, the latest post on the home page and also on the right hand side bar, and then at the top of the blog post we'll get that primary photo. It's also the photo that will appear when you share things on social media as well. So this is a really important image to choose. So we're going to browse for an image here, and we're going to select one of our camera images for this article, and we can leave the photo for the moment to be full width, so it fills the full width of the screen. And then we'll scroll down, we'll have a look at body images in a minute and at YouTube videos, And if you want to know more about embedding videos, about organizing your page, then take a look at the video on how to create pages, and that will go into a lot more depth about how you can format your pages and blog posts in different ways. So for the moment, we're going to click in our blog body, which is the body text for our blog, and we'll come back and grab our placeholder text. And you can see at the bottom we've got those links and the video, and we'll just paste those into here and we'll deal with those in a sec. So we'll copy, Control and C or Command and C on the Mac, and then Control and V or Command and V on the PC or Mac to paste it in. So we've got our text in there, and we can now look down to where we have the categories for our blog post. So we'll pop this into the news category, and we can put this into multiple categories as well if we want to. You can have more than 4 categories. As we saw, you can create your own categories. And now we'll hit publish. And then if we come back to our site, we'll come to the blog section, and we'll see the latest post listed up at the top. We can click on it, and you can see the image that we uploaded will appear full width. We have our intro paragraph, and everything is formatted nicely. And now all we need to go and do is create our link and embed our YouTube video. And now all we need to go and do is embed a photo. Now all we need to go and do is embed one more photo in our blog post, and also embed one more photo in our blog post, create our link, and embed our video. So we'll come back to our content management system. We'll click on edit, and we'll scroll down here. So to add body images and YouTube videos, we need to use these 2 sections here. So we'll add a body image first of all, and essentially what we're doing is we're uploading the image, and once we've uploaded it, if we scroll down to the bottom for the photo, we'll get this photo ID text, and we can copy and paste that anywhere into the body of our blog post. So we'll just scroll up a little bit, and we'll put this at the beginning of this paragraph. And at the moment the width is 100%. Let's make that 30%, and we'll align it to the left. And now we can press publish. And if we hit refresh here on our page, you can see now we have an image embedded in our page, 30% of the width, and the text will wrap around that nicely. So let's jump back into editing our new blog post. So now we'll embed the video. We'll scroll down here and copy the URL for the video, and then delete the text related video, and then we'll paste that into our YouTube video section here and click add. We'll leave this at 100%, and we'll see down the bottom here we have the tag for our video, and we can right click and cut that, and then come into the body of our text and right click and paste. And then if we publish that and press refresh on our page, if we scroll down, we'll get that related video in the body of our blog post, and we can move those tags around anywhere we like. So for the related article that I have down at the bottom here, we'll jump back into edit our blog post and scroll all the way down, and we are going to turn this text into a link. So I'm going to cut this text and delete those few characters. We'll select this, and then to make a link, we click on this insert and edit link button with the text selected, and we can paste in that URL or web address, and we'll just capitalize this and make it bold. And hit publish. And then if we hit refresh again, we'll see we now have a link at the bottom of our page here. Now if we scroll back up to the top, you can see we have the options here to share on Facebook. So anyone can come to this page and click the Facebook link. It will pull the featured image, and then also the title and a brief first few words of that first paragraph into that post on Facebook. And then when you're posting on Facebook, you can either post it onto your own Facebook wall, or if you're managing a group, then you can share in a group that you manage or on other people's timelines and so on and so forth. So for instance, if you have a business group or a page that you manage, then those would be good places to post articles, because they will then, once they're posted, link back to your website. So it's a good way of using social media to drive traffic to your website, where they can find out more about your products or what you do. So we'll close this. We're not going to post this for the moment. And then there's other social media platforms as well, either Twitter or email, and a whole array of other social media networks where you can share things. So a great way of driving traffic back to your website. So lastly, we can see the date that we've posted this article, that it's posted in the news section. It's also listed under our recent posts, and we can see the number of articles in news and the different categories that have been created down on the right hand side here. So that's an overview of how to create a blog post. It's a great way of keeping your website up to date, and also of keeping the search engines happy and pulling traffic back to your website. Do make sure to check out the video on creating pages, as that will give you some more information on how to lay out a page or a blog post.